Assalamualaikum. Dengar tak?
Salam doktor.
Clear tak suara saya?
Clear?
Baik. Ya, kita start 5 minit dah. Mudah ada belum? Okay, sementara, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sementara tunggu kawan-kawan masuk semua sekali, saya buat summary ataupun saya tulis summary dekat whiteboard ni. Ni whiteboard baru ni. Tak tahu lah. Pen pun tak tahu stabil ni. Jatuh je. Ya. So, saya tulis balik summary in term of what you have learned in previous class. Okay, saya tulis. Nanti nak catat pun tak apa, tak nak catat pun tak apa. Tak masalah. Tak nampak pula. Susah pula nak setting. Boleh lah. Okay. Probably for chapter number 1, in term of part, dia ada part number 1, part number 2, part number 3 lah. So, last week part number 1. Hari ni part number 2, in term of video. And on Friday, part number 3. So, chapter number 1 consists of 3 parts in term of recording video. Lecture video. So, nampak tak? So, video, kalau saya tulis dia terbalik tak? You tengok terbalik tak? Contoh.
Tak.
Okey, maknanya betul lah.
Tak, okey.
Kenapa saya reverse? Ya, part 1. Apa you belajar? Mula belajar definition of global warming. Okay. Definition of global warming. What is the cause of global warming? The effect of global warming. We also learn about the energy, when energy demand increase. So the effect of global warming probably also will increase due to the GHG emission. Okay. So that in order to solve the solution, one of the solution is by using energy management. Energy management mechanism or energy management system. So under energy management topic, we already discussed about the definition of energy management, the goal, and also the objective. Okay, so lagi relation perspective, measures perspective. And then also study about EE. EE stands for energy efficient, about the benefit. Apa lagi? Success story. And the last one, the instrument of energy efficient instrument. So these are the summary for the previous lecture. Lebih kurang. Badak. Okay. So, terbalik. Okay. Boleh? Soalan? Okay. So, saya pusing balik. Summary dah settle. So, kalau kita tengok hari ni, waktu di kelas, kalau saya share, so in case kalau saya share tak keluar dekat screen kamu, you boleh tahu screen, tadi screen, tadi screen. Nampak tak?
Nampak doktor.
Okay, so in term of number of slide, untuk previous class until, saya rasa until sampai sini saya rasa, slide number 20. So for today, saya nak ambil lebih kurang 20 slide juga. Mungkin sampai start from slide 21 about the policies related to energy management until probably mungkin sampai sinilah, sampai slide number 40. Okay, under energy related incentive. So kalau sempat lah, kalau tak sempat, kita ni lah, kita berhenti setakat ni juga lah, ataupun maksimum kat sini, slide number 40. Okay. Ya. Mana tadi? Okay, kita start kat sini. Boleh? Boleh start?
Boleh doktor.
Boleh ya? Okay. So, you dengar So, kalau ada soalan, you tanya saja. In case saya cakap tak clear ke, you beritahu lah. Okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. So, for today class, we will discuss, or I will explain about the policies related to energy management. So, these policies actually try to guide the companies, try to guide the individual person to understand, to implement the energy management concept in their life and also in their activities, especially for the company, for the industry and so on, so that we can reduce the pollution, we can reduce the GHG emission, CO2 emission, and so on. Okay. So what are the policy that introduced by the government, Malaysian government? So there are lots of policies introduced. So I will explain or I show you a part of the policies involved with the energy management or energy related to energy. Okay. So the motivation for this the introduction of the implementation of the policies, numbers of policies in Malaysia, first come from the conference of the parties, in short form we call COP. So this is the one kind of some sort like the meeting between different countries. So if you refer to COP 15, in 2009, Malaysia is adopting an indicator of a voluntary reduction of up to 40% in terms of emission intensity of GDP by the year 2020 compared to 25 levels, which means our country try to, the target of our country try to reduce the emission intensity around 40% when in 2020. So that the target during what I call the COP 15. For COP 21 in 2015, Malaysia agreed the unconditional target to cut carbon intensity, which is mean the release or the emission of carbon dioxide against GDP by 45% by 2030 compared to 2005 levels. So approaching 2030, so our target try to reduce the amount of CO2 emission to this surrounding around 45% reduction. Okay. The third one, to achieve net zero GHG emission as early as 2050 and maintain at least 50% of our forests. So this is the third aim based on the conference of the party COP meeting. Okay. So these are few motivation in order to implement the energy management in Malaysia. The other one is the motivation come from the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. In the short form, we call SDG 2030. Okay, where this target objective or goals actually implement or consist of action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030 all people enjoy peace and also prosperity. So these are the aim for this I will call the SDG. And development, any development in any country must balance in terms of social, economic, and also environmental sustainability. So the second statement will involve the environmental sustainability, where this component what we will discuss in the whole chapter of the subject. Okay. So these are 7 goals in terms of Sustainable Development Goals 2030. So we have 17 goals and 5 goals related to energy management, which is goal number 6 about the clean water and also sanitation. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. Goal number 12, responsible consumption and also production. Goal number 13, climate action. And the last one, the life below the water. So all these goals involve with environmental aspect and also about the energy or energy management. So these are the motivation in order to implement, why we need to implement what we call the energy management system, and also why Malaysia introduced certain policies in order to solve certain problem involved with CO2 emission and also GHG emission. Okay, ada soalan tak? Any question about this slide?
Ada, Doktor.
Okay, yeah, we proceed. Okay, so in order to implement whatever promise that we that Malaysia commit in the meeting, so we need to implement the energy management, and also the Malaysia government need to introduce certain policies in order to implement any kind of energy management implementation. Okay, so there are numbers of policies that already introduced. For example, we have National Petroleum Policy 1975, where this policy aimed to make sure that the efficient utilization of petroleum resources, and this policy also makes sure that the Petronas has exclusive right to explore, develop, and also produce Malaysia petroleum resource. So this is the summary of the policy in terms of policy of National Petroleum Policy 1975. And then we have National Energy Policy 1979, to make sure we have adequate, secure, cost-effective energy supply, and promote efficient utilization of energy. And this policy try to minimize the negative effect in terms of environment impact. Then we have National Depletion Policy 1980. So the purpose of this policy try to prolong lifespan of national oil and also gas reserve. Okay, next, for fuel diversification policy 1981 is in terms of summary of this policy to make sure we have reliability and also security of supply through fuel source diversification such as oil, gas, coal, and also hydropower. Okay, so at this time, our country implement in terms of or our country concentrate in terms of fuel source or energy source based on oil, gas, coal, and also hydropower. And then we have 5 fuel diversification policy 2000, year 2000. And then in this year, the government introduced a new source of energy that we call RE, renewable energy. So for this policy, the government try to focus on RE, which is RE stand for renewable energy, such as wind turbine, solar, PV, and so on, as the fifth fuel in energy supply mix, which means instead of we have oil, gas, coal, and also hydropower energy supply, we also have additional source of energy, which is referred to RE, renewable energy, and also encourage efficient energy utilization. Okay, next we have in 2009 we have National Green Tech Policy. So the focus of this policy is about the energy independence and efficient utilization, enhance economic development with green technology, and then and also to converse and also minimize the environment impact and also improve quality of life. Okay, next, 2010 we have National Renewable Policy and also Action Plan. So the aim of this policy, 20% RE in power capacity mix by 2035. So by 2035, actually next year, so we need to have at least 20% of our power capacity mix will involve with renewable energy. Okay, and then try to increase the what I call the renewable energy industry, such as solar PV development, solar PV production, and so on. Okay, so that we will have more cheaper in terms of solar panel price, and also to make sure that the PV solar system can be implemented by what I call ordinary citizen of Malaysian citizen. Next, we have 2015 National Energy Efficiency and also Action Plan. So try to reduce 8% reduction in energy demand. So we try this policy the aim is try to reduce the energy consumption by industrial, by household, by the commercialization, commercial what I call sector, by energy sector, and so on by 8%. Okay, and the last one, National Energy Policy. So the range of the implementation of this policy is within 2022 until 2040, where this policy try to enhance economic development and propel the country towards high income nation status through the energy sector. So this policy allow us to manipulate the energy sector so that our economy growth can be increased through the energy sector. Okay, in order to implement the policy, there are few plan and also implementation, such as, for example, through the National Energy Transition Roadmap NETR 2023, and also Green Technology Master Plan 2017 up to 2030. Okay, so these are few policies that related to energy management or energy policies. Okay, sebenarnya dia ada banyak lagi, tapi saya tak explain semualah. Okay, boleh?
Boleh, Doktor.
Yeah, so next kita pergi detail especially about the National Energy Policy, National Energy Transition Roadmap, and also the Green Technology Master Plan. Okay, So now we go into detail about the National Energy Policy 2022-2040. The short form for National Energy Policy we call DTN. DTN stand for apa ni? Dasar Tenaga Nasional. So DTN tu in Malay lah. Dasar Tenaga Nasional. Okay. Kalau in English, abbreviation dia adalah NEP lah. NEP. DTN or NEP. So this document available in the website. So you boleh download sebenarnya. So you boleh tengok into detail lah. Okay, so the aim of this policy to make the energy sector as the main driver for Malaysia's socio-economic development. So these are the main goal of this policy. Okay, so this policy has direct contribution where the energy sector is the main driver of growth for the Malaysian economy and energy intensive industry. Okay, for example, through this policy, we will have direct contribution. For example, here we have 28% contribution of energy sector to national GDP, which means the energy sector will contribute in the growth of economy of Malaysia economy around RM 400 billion, okay, through this policy. Okay, and we have total workforce in the energy sector around 4 billion. In terms of percentage is around 25%. So the increase of the total workforce in energy sector if we implement the policy, National Energy Policy. And also we'll have indirect contribution where the energy sector is also a key source of national income within with petroleum related income. So we'll have RM 72,000 where this value represent the average annual income of employees in the energy sector. So yang ni dalam pekerja-pekerja yang terlibat dengan energy sector lah. So average annual income, maknanya pendapatan tahunan untuk pekerja-pekerja yang terlibat dengan sektor tenaga. Okay. And also we have numbers of customer with daily access to electricity supply increased to 10 million. Numbers of customer involved with daily access to electricity supply. So lagi banyaklah penduduk ataupun household that can use or obtain the electricity supply if we implement this National Energy Policy 2022-2040. And 30% increase in terms of total export value of petroleum and natural gas product, around 130 billion per year. So these are the contribution of the policy. Okay. Okay, so through the from the contribution, in terms of the result, the main result of the policy, so we will have jobs and also business opportunity and economic multiplier in energy related supply chains contribute significantly to the quality of life and also positive socio-economic effect. So this is the relationship between energy sector or energy development with the socio-economic development, which is a focus in the National Energy Policy. Okay, so maknanya daripada energy policy ni kita outcome of the National Energy Policy ni kita akan dapat tingkatkan peluang pekerjaan, peluang bisnes, kita boleh naikkan ekonomi negara by focus on the energy sector. Okay, key action and also target. So we have numbers of plans under this policy. So we have 12 plans start from 2021 until 2025. There are numbers of plans within certain limit of years. So for example, within 2021 until 2025, so these are the target or the action that need to be done by the government in order to achieve or to implement the policies. So first, to improve rural electricity supply to achieve 99% coverage. So probably before 2021, maybe the percentage is far lower than 99%. So current progress, especially Sarawak and Sabah. So the current progress for Sarawak, for example, achieved 97%. If you compare to previous years, I think 2005, maybe the percentage is around 50 to 60%. Okay. The second plan implements step change in industry energy efficient EE through enforcement of Energy Efficient and Conservation Act EECA, energy audit, and also minimum energy performance standard MEPS. So detail for every act probably at the end of this chapter we will discuss. Okay. So in terms of implementation, all this act is in progress. So government already implement the act in order to increase the efficiency of the energy usage in our country. Next, increase the usage of smart meter and also smart grid as well as upgrade grid. So the government already, especially TMB, already implement this kind of smart meter. So around 1.2 million already installed, especially in Melaka and also in Klang Valley, the smart grid, the smart meter. Okay, that's why untuk Melaka nanti you akan ada meter dia lain sikit, dia ada electric what call electronic meter, smart meter, where the meter link directly to TMB and also the apps of TMB. Okay, you akan ada apps dalam telefon, dia direct daripada meter tu secara online, dia pakai internet. Okay. Improve Sabah power supply reliability. So at this moment, SESB stand for, saya lupa, Sabah Energy Sdn Bhd. Kalau tak silap, okay, nanti you check. Is working to increase its reserve margin to 30%. So these are the progress that occur at this moment in Sabah. Okay, in terms of power supply reliability. And the last one, improve fuel economy standard for vehicle. Okay, still in progress. Not yet established in terms of mandatory fuel economy standard for passenger vehicle, but effort already be done for fuel efficiency and also promote green mobility, especially EV stand for electric vehicle, and also the charging facilities. So that's why sekarang kat Malaysia you tengok ada banyak kereta elektrik dan juga banyak charging facilities dekat, for example R&R and so on. Dia ada tempat port untuk you charge kereta elektrik. So these are in terms of development of electric car and so on, actually based on this national energy policy. Okay, boleh tak? Soalan tak? Any question about the key action and also the targets for national energy policy? Boleh faham tak?
Boleh.
Ya.
Boleh.
Lemah dia. Mandi belum ni. Okay. Okay, next plan. 13 plan. Start from 2026 until 2030. So yang ni belum ada lagi tapi di tengah, maknanya before 2026. So this plan dah kena start lah. Okay. For example, grow gas-based petrochemical hubs, especially involved with the green energy petrochemical hubs. So try to reduce the release of CO2, GHG gases and so on. Okay. Drive third-party access, TPA gas market, investment in regasification terminal RGT to energy security. So which mean kalau third party ni maksudnya selain daripada government provide what we call the facilities and so on for the energy supply. So mungkin dia akan offer kepada third party lah, mungkin what we call company swasta and so on lah. Increase upstream investment to develop deep water, marginal and also sour gas field. So yang ni dia akan tingkatkan in term of pelaburan daripada luar lah. Enhance OGSE players capacity through consolidation and also international participation. So OGSE ni stand for apa ni? Seorang Google. All gas and O stand for all, G stand for gas, SE saya tak pasti, tak ingat. SE, cari service and apa dah. You boleh check lah, you pergi type kat chat GPT ke apa. Boleh carilah, sekarang senang. All gas, service and tak ingat. E tu apa?
Equipment.
Apa? Equipment lah, equipment. All gas, service and equipment. Okay, apa ni? Phase down broad-based energy subsidize, move to market-based pricing. So sekarang pun dah ada. Contoh for example, macam saya when we explain about ICPT that implement by TNB. So dia dah start, subsidi dah tak ada. Nanti dia in term of energy price based on the actual price of the fuel and so on. Okay. Capture growth with LNG uptake in marine bunkering. So probably instead of pakai minyak diesel, mungkin tukar kepada liquid nitrogen gas, liquid natural gas. Instead pakai diesel, tukar kepada liquid natural gas. Okay, ini mungkin dalam tahun 2026 until 2030. So all the plan actually try to reduce GHG and also CO2 emission. Jadi okay, the 14 and also 15 plan start from 2031 until 2040. Okay, drive domestic EV electric vehicle ecosystem with a scale EV penetration. So dia tambahkan lagi. Adopt large scale energy storage for renewable energy. So which mean, for example, kalau kerajaan dia develop wind turbine, a farm, solar energy farm. So from the energy from that farm, we need to restore ataupun store the energy into certain type of storage system. So these are the second statement refer to. So kalau kita ada contoh RE punya sistem, kita nak simpan tenaga yang terhasil daripada that kind of system. Implement pilot and also market entry program of hydrogen as well as next generation bioenergy. So yang ni involve with hydrogen system lah. So sekarang instead of pakai electric vehicle, ada juga vehicle dipakai hydrogen. Ini dipakai hydrogen. Dia tak ada keluar asap, tak ada keluar CO2, dia keluar apa? Side product dia ada keluar H2O, dia tak keluar CO2. Macam contoh for example, typical IC engine, typical car, dia akan keluar, ada after combustion, dia akan keluar CO2, NOx. Macam-macam gas lah. Tapi if you use the hydrogen gas as the fuel, the outcome of the process will be water, H2O. So at the exhaust, dia akan keluar H2O, dia tak keluar CO2, dia tak keluar yang lain. Okay. Establish globally competitive hydrogen export hub in Sarawak. About the hydrogen lah. So probably for the next futures, instead of kita pakai EV electric vehicle, mungkin kita akan pakai hydrogen vehicle. Okay, ini lambat lagi lah, 2031. Okay, next, enhance energy efficiency with digital technology adoption. So combine with internet, combine with technology, so that we can utilize the energy, or we can reduce the emission efficiently by using the technology. Capture growth opportunities of biofuel in marine and also aviation sector. So sekarang, for example, kalau you tengok penggunaan biofuel, dah ada belum? Kalau kat Malaysia, dah ada belum? Biofuel. Pernah tengok dekat Petronas diesel, biodiesel? Tak tahu kan? So kalau you pergi dekat stesen minyak, you pergi dekat bahagian bahagian diesel kan? You pergi tengok kat situ. Yang tu kalau 20 tahun lepas mungkin dia tulis itu diesel, 100% diesel. But now walaupun dia tulis diesel, sebenarnya that fuel already mixed with 5% biodiesel. 5% or 10%. So suppose harga minyak patutnya lagi kurang lah sepatutnya. Sebab dia bukan 100% diesel. 5% up to 5 to 10% consists of biodiesel, palm oil biodiesel. Dia combine, dia mix. Okay. So probably by referring to the 14 and 15 plants, so probably mungkin kita ada lebih banyak biofuel, mungkin based on alcohol fuel, biodiesel fuel, palm oil based and so on. Okay, boleh? Okay, so these are the key actions and also targets in National Energy Policy. So you tak perlu rasanya you tak perlu hafal ni semua, cuma you cuba faham lah. So because most of the question objektif, so you boleh agak lah. Okay, ada soalan tak?
Ada doktor.
Tak ada, proceed lah. Okay. Vision, objective, strategic, trust for the National Energy Policy. Ada banyak lah, ada vision, objective, strategic, trust, strategies, action plan, enablers. So yang ni you boleh tengok dalam buku National Energy Policy lah sebenarnya. Okay, kalau you tengok, yang ni saya buat animation so that easy to extract the data or easy to understand the process lah. Okay, in terms of vision ataupun objective ataupun goals, so the aim of the National Energy Policy is about the energy sustainability towards achieving shared prosperity. So the government aim to use the energy sector in order to get higher economic growth, so that we can share the prosperities based on the energy sectors. Okay. The objective, okay, yang ni kena detail sikit lah, yang ni you boleh baca lah. Dan saya pun nak kena tengok satu-satu ni susah juga. So first objective, microeconomic resilience and also the energy security, about the energy security, to make sure that we have enough energy in our country. Social equitability and also affordability, and also the environmental sustainability. Strategic trust, we have berapa ni? Yeah. We have 4 strategic trusts. The first one, optimize energy resource to stimulate sustainable economic growth with 3 strategies and also 12 action plan. Number 2, stimulate growth, market opportunities and cost advantages for the economy and so for the people. 3 strategies, 8 action plans. Number 3, enhance energy sector contribution towards environmental sustainability. 2 strategies and also 4 action plan. And the last one, ensure energy security towards fiscal sustainability. 3 strategies and also 4 action plan. Okay, so the enablers means that the parties that need to implement this what I call this policy, governance, policy and so regulation, financial sector, human capital capabilities, and also technology, and also the infrastructure. So these are the what I call not the factor, the what I call the component that need to implement the policies. Okay, so in detail for the individual trust A, in terms of strategy, there are 3 strategies in order to optimize the energy resource. So we have 3 strategies. First one, utilize the location of petrochemical hub and also gas infrastructure. Strategy number 2, optimizing value add from oil and so gas, bio-based energy, solar, hydroelectric, and also new clean energy source. Strategy number 3, improving energy demand management with enablers in the industry, residential, and also the commercial sectors. Okay, trust number 2, trust B. Strategy 1, sees opportunities in the environmental friendly light and also heavy vehicle market. Strategy number 2, sees market opportunities from the implementation of international regulation such as clean fuel for ship and also aircraft. Strategy number 3, optimizing the mix of energy generation source. Ya, dibacalah semua ni. Penat saya nak baca ya. Ada banyak sini. Okay. So each individual trust will have specific strategies. Okay, based on the national energy policies. Okay, dah siap. Ambil nafas 2 minit. Ya, ada apa-apa tak? Ada berapa slide lagi? 1, 2. Okay. Dalam pukul berapa? 40. Okay, you ada kawan-kawan daripada section lain tak? Section yang apa ni, yang buat lecture live? Ada tak? Yang buat secara face to face?
Dekat you tak ada.
Tak ada? Okay, tak apa. So, kalau you just refer to my lecture note, boleh tak? Boleh faham ke? Ataupun you kena ada extra note ke? Ataupun you nak?
Boleh.
Boleh. So, yang sebenarnya yang ni sebenarnya original slide yang saya dapat sebenarnya dia ada 100 slide lebih kurang. So, I will try to compact the data. Sorry, the slide from 100 slide dia jadi lebih kurang berapa ni? Lebih kurang 50 slide. So, saya dah compact kan. Asalnya, ni selingan saja. Asalnya nota kamu adalah macam ni. Saya tunjuk Asalnya nota kamu, you nampak file saya? Ada benda rahsia ni. Ini adalah asal nota kamu. Ini. Ini adalah asal nota kamu. You boleh tengoklah. Ini adalah asal nota kamu. Bentuk dia macam ni. Okay. Kita tengok Lagi pening saya nak explain. Banyak sentences. A lot of sentences without any animation. Nanti macam ni lah. So saya bagi saya dah ubah sikit supaya tak adalah nampak boring sangat. Dalam lecture pun boring kan. Slide pun boring jadi double boring. So sekarang saya dah ubah lah. Saya harap dia membantu sikit lah. Okay, in term of your understanding ataupun jimat masa kamu untuk study and so on. Okay, boleh kita sambung sikit lagi? Okay. So, kalau if you go back to this line, okay, so saya ada explain under National Energy Policy, so there are few plan also implementation. So dia ada 2 lebih kurang, 2 atau 3. First, National Energy Transition Roadmap and also the Green Technology Master Plan. So these are the plans or implementation in order to make sure that the policies and the national energy policies implemented in our country. Okay. So kita pergi kat sini. Okay, saya pergi cepat sikit Okay, sama juga dokumen ni you boleh dapat from the website. So you boleh download sebenarnya. Okay, National Energy Transition Roadmap or NETR 2023. Okay. So this roadmap, which is referred to the energy transition, actually refer to the structural shift in energy system characterized by transition towards the cleaner source of energy and also the reduction in carbon emissions. So there are 2 strategies. First, try to get what we call the cleaner source of energy, for example, renewable energy, biofuel, apalagi hydrogen and so on. And then also, if we use the what we call the typical source of energy, so we want to reduce the carbon emission release to surrounding. Okay, so these are 2 motivation or two aim of this roadmap in order to achieve or to implement the national energy policies. Okay, so there are two parts of the roadmap. Part number one, lebih kurang sama je sebenarnya lebih kurang. So part number one, identify flagship catalyst project and also initiative. So for certain what I call factor, we want to identify the project that can be implemented to achieve the objective of the roadmap. Okay, there are 6 energy transition levers and also 10 flagship catalyst project. So project that can be used to achieve the objective of the NETR. So we have energy efficiency, EE, by using probably in terms of project, the company or the building need to use efficient switch, automatic switch, and so on, so that we can save the electricity and so on. Under renewable energy category, so we need to create renewable energy zone, storage the energy produced by the energy zone, renewable energy zone, and also to secure the energy supply based on the renewable energy. Number 3, hydrogen, about the hydrogen. So we need to have green hydrogen means whatever production process involved with hydrogen, we need to make sure that minimum or less pollution occur during the process of producing hydrogen. And try to manipulate ataupun try to use the hydrogen for power. Okay, and instead of we use typical oil, we use typical systems such as hydroelectric power. We can use hydrogen as to run the car, to run to produce electricity from the hydrogen can be used to produce electricity and so on. Bioenergy, create in terms of project biomass demand creation. So biomass ni ada beza. Biofuel, biomass, biodiesel and so on. Biomass refer to, for example, contoh kalau you tebang pokok, ada banyak pokok kan, you tak tahu nak buat ke mana, you convert pokok tu jadi wood chips. Wood chips tu you gunakan as the fuel to, for example, to give the heat in order to generate the steam from the boiler, for example, and then to produce the electricity. So the source of energy actually come from the biomass. That kind of fuel we call biomass. Okay, kita ambil daripada natural source, pokok ke apa ke yang dah tak pakai, so you bakar, dapatkan energy dapatkan steam generate what we call the power for turbine to rotate, and then the turbine will produce electricity. So this is one of the example for the biomass implementation. Green mobility, for future mobility, especially the electric vehicle, and also try to create a project to invent new type of fuel. Okay. Capture carbon utilization and storage, which means we need to have some sort like system to capture CO2 that released from the industrial activities, from the from the car and so on. We need to capture the CO2 so that CO2 will not release to surrounding. Okay, part number 2 lebih kurang sama. Yes, to establish low carbon pathway, energy mix, and also emission target reduction for the energy sector. So suppose in terms of content lebih kurang sama dengan the 6 energy transition level. Okay. So now in terms of specific for EE, we need to optimize the energy consumption. For renewable energy, hydrogen, bioenergy, and also green mobility, all the components need to shift to renewable. And the last one, we need to reduce the CO2 release to surrounding by using the capture or utilization of the CO2 storage system. Okay. Okay, sama macam tadi the enablers. Okay, so these are the roadmap for the National Energy Transition Roadmap in order to implement the National Energy Policy. Okay. Okay, target. Okay, sama juga still under NETR. So now target before 2050 in terms of sectors and also key driver for energy efficiency. So the target is 23% in terms of industry and also commercial energy efficiency saving. Okay, energy saving up to 23%. For residential energy efficiency saving around 20%. So these are the target under energy efficient. So probably by using what we call the smart switch and so on, or smart system. Under renewable energy, coal share of installed capacity, the target will be 0%. So now, if you go to the power plant, so most of the power plant will combine in terms of energy supply usage. For example, they will combine coal plus diesel in order to supply the energy to run the power plant in order to produce electricity. So by 2050, the government target any company or any energy sector will not use any coal. That's why here we have 0% of coal share of installed capacity. And renewable energy involvement at the installed capacity is around try to increase up to 70%. Okay. In terms of hydrogen, green hydrogen production up to 2.5 MTPA means million ton per annum. Setiap tahun. Okay, grey hydrogen feedstock phase up to 100%. Hydrogen hub, 3 hubs. Yeah. Terus panjang. Yeah. So for bioenergy, so biofuel capacity will increase up to 3.5 billion liters. Bioenergy power generation increase to 1.4 gigawatt based on bioenergy. So these are the target. Okay. For green mobility, ada banyak lah. Okay, you boleh baca lah kat sini. Public transport share 60%. XEV, EV stand for electric vehicle. X means called additional electric vehicle. Okay. 4W means 4 wheel. Okay, increase to 80%. E2W stand for tak ingat lah. Tapi 2W refer to two wheel. Maknanya electric two wheel vehicle two wheel electric vehicle. Contoh macam motor dan sebagainya lah. Okay, biofuel blending for heavy transport B30. For example, now the biofuel blending B5 means 5% biofuel plus 95% diesel. Kalau B20, 20% biodiesel plus 80% typical diesel fuel. Kalau B30 means 30% biofuel plus 70% typical diesel fuel, for example. Okay, so B30 means the target 2050. They will use the blend of 30% biofuel plus 70% typical diesel fuel, for example. Okay, hydrogen penetration for heavy transport. So the usage of hydrogen as fuel, 5%. Green fuel penetration in marine transport, 40%. So this including hydrogen, also biofuel. SAF blending mandate by 2050, 47%. So SAF ni saya lupa nak cari. Nanti you cari apa maksud dia SAF. Okay, the last one, carbon capture. Numbers of CCUS means carbon capture, utilization, storage cluster. So facilities untuk capture CO2, target 2050 3 to 6 cluster. CO2 storage capacity up to million ton per annum, 40 to 80. Okay. Banyak lagi Jap, tengok. Ada lagi tak? Okay, kita break sekejap boleh? Ataupun kita habiskan slide ni, lepas tu kita break ya. Okay. So initiative of NETR. So based on energy efficiency initiative, improve awareness. Number 2, improve minimum energy performance standard MEPS. Nanti ada satu section explain about the MEPS. Enforce mandatory energy audit and establish green building codes. So ini later on saya explain. Establish energy service company ESCO platform. Launch a major energy efficiency EE retrofit for government building. Initiative based on renewable energy. Establish solar parks. Promote floating solar. LSC. Expand virtual aggregation model for rooftop solar. Develop plan for accelerate investment of transmission and distribution of the RE renewable energy. Develop third-party access TPA framework for sourcing of renewable energy RE. Set up RE exchange hub to enable cross-border RE trading. So these are initiatives under NETR. Okay, so break sekejap. Nanti kita masuk yang ni, habiskan. Ada berapa slide lagi? Okay, sampai mana Okay, kita break sekejap boleh?
Boleh, doktor.
Okay, sampai pukul 9 kita start balik. Kita habis sebelum 9.30 kalau boleh. Okay.
Baik, doktor.
Okay. Dah sharing belum? Dah sharing? Semua dah masuk?
Ada, doktor.
Ada? Okay, kita habiskan cepat. Sambung balik. Sambung. Yang dekat slide yang ni, okay, under National Energy Policy, kita dah settle lebih kurang lah. Explain sikit berkaitan involve explanation about the National Energy Transition Roadmap. So kita ada satu lagi, panggil Green Technology Master Plan 2017 until 2030. Okay, sebenarnya ni banyak dokumen sebenarnya. So kalau you tengok kat sini, ni juga dokumen boleh dapat available in website. Okay. So this document called the Green Technology Master Plan Malaysia 2017 until 2030. So kita ada baki lebih kurang ada 6 tahun lagi. So key focus area ada 6. There are 6 key focus area. Energy, involved with electricity generation, energy efficient for residential and also commercial. Number 2, involved with the manufacturing, including the industrial process efficiency. So this plan try to make whatever process in different sector more efficient in terms of what we call the process, the energy usage, energy supply, and so on. Okay. The third one, the transportation. Use the public transportation in order to reduce what we call the emission. Private transportation, and also the usage of cleaner fuel, hydrogen, electric, biofuel, and so on. Okay. In the building, involved with green building. But the meaning of green building means we need to design the building with specific manner where the building component will involve with what we call the energy saving, the reduction of pollution, and so on. Okay, sustainable construction practice, and also including the green building material. So the material that you use to build the green building, also we need to consider about the environmental effect. Okay. Number 5, waste management. Okay, involved with waste treatment and also disposal, including the industry, the commercial sector, and so on. resource recovery, reuse again. For example, the heat that released from the industry in order to generate electricity and so on. The last one about the water, integrate river basin management, water treatment, also distribution technology. Need to use the what called different kind of technology to treat the water utilization technology, water harvesting technology, okay, to increase the source of water, wastewater treatment technology. Okay, so these are the component under the water treatment key focus area. Strategic trust, in terms of implementation, also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strategic trust involved with institutional framework, the process involved, promotion and also awareness. Okay, explain to people the importance of the green technology, pollution, blah blah blah, and so on. Okay, market enabler involved with the company and so on. Human capital development, so we need to have what I call workers, what I call human resource in order to implement what I call the plans. Okay, and also we need to conduct research, development, and also commercialization in order to achieve what I call the objective of the Green Technology Master Plan. Okay, so these are the key focus area and also the strategic trust and the detail about the component under the Green Technology Master Plan. Okay, now this slide explains about the difference between carbon neutrality and also the net zero concept. So normally when we discuss about the reduction of GHG CO2 emission, so we need to get familiar with certain terms that involve with the environmental terminology. For example, one of the terminology that normally used is the carbon neutrality. What the meaning of carbon neutrality means the carbon neutrality refers to net zero CO2 emission and is achieved when CO2 emission are balanced globally by CO2 removal over a specific period. Okay. Yang ni anthropogenic ni saya dah tengok apa maksud dia. Nanti you check maksud dia lebih kurang apa ni dia kata silap the pollution or so on. Pollution ke apa ni. Nanti you check, boleh check what the meaning of anthropogenic. Pollution.
Kejap, Doktor.
Okay. Kalau tak silap maksud dia adalah pollution, I think. ANTHROPOGENIC. Dapat? Cuba you baca apa
Betul,
maksud.
Doktor.
Apa maksud dia? The whole sentence?
Ni saya GBT, Doktor.
Apa dia tulis?
Dia
Panjang
kata sesuatu yang disebabkan oleh aktiviti manusia terutama dalam bidang sains alam sekitar.
Okay. So, maknanya lebih kurang lah. Maknanya pollution or any activities that cause the CO2 emission. Betul? Yeah? Okay. So in terms of diagram, for example, try to visualize the meaning of carbon neutrality. So for example, the industry release certain amount of CO2 to environment. Katakanlah, contoh, what I call 1,000 kilogram of CO2 released to surrounding. 1,000 kilogram, contoh. So now we already know that the industry released 1,000 kilogram. So this one we call carbon offset because the additional CO2 released to surrounding. So what we need to do, we need to invest the money to produce certain system in order to recapture the 1,000 kilogram of CO2 released to surrounding. So you kena nak capture balik, mungkin you tanam pokok banyak lagi, you guna renewable energy and so on, so that the carbon CO2 will be neutral. Neutral means you release 1000 kilogram, you absorb or you capture 1000 kilogram of CO2. So now dia akan jadi neutral, seolah-olah macam CO2 jadi zero, seolah-olah macam tu. Okay, so CO2 produced will be equal to CO2 removed from the environment. Okay, so this process we call carbon neutrality. Carbon neutrality. So more focus on CO2 emission and also CO2 capture. Boleh? So now what the difference between net zero concept? Dia ada net zero dan net zero. So net zero in term of concept quite similar to carbon neutral, but the scale is different. So you tengok in term of definition lebih kurang sama, but for net zero dia lebih general. So net zero emission are reached when human activities is no longer contributing to global warming in terms of emission of GHGs in the atmospheric are balanced by the anthropogenic removal over the specific period. So for net zero, dia refer kepada GHG gases. And CO2 is one of the GHG gases. So net zero concept dia tak ambil kira saja. Dia ambil kira juga CO2, CFC, CH4 and so on. The other type of gases that involve in global warming. Okay. Sama juga konsep. So GHG release from the human activities. Kita ada GHG offset, invest certain money to produce certain mechanism in order to capture the gases. Okay, for example, green technology, forest expansion, direct air captures. So we'll get net zero. So net zero means GHG produced equal to GHG removed. So the difference is one of the concept focus on CO2, the other one which is referred to net zero concept refer to GHG gases. Okay, so that the difference between carbon neutrality and also net zero concept. Boleh tak? Okay, ya. Ada lagi? Lagi? Kita berhenti satu lagi ya, satu lagi slide kita berhenti lah. So the rest kita settlekan macam mana pun kita settlekan hari Jumaat, boleh? Boleh?
Boleh, Doktor.
Ya, okay, last slide. Apa ni last slide ni? Okay, last slide. Okay, nanti bila you kerja nanti, probably mungkin you akan jumpa certain this term that we call ESG. So ESG stand for environment, social, and also government. Okay, ESG concept or ESG mechanism. Okay, actually ESG is a framework used to evaluate the company's performance and impact on the environment, society, and also corporate governance. So mungkin you kerja nanti ataupun you ada company sendiri, nanti you akan jumpa lah yang ni ESG. There are 3 pillars of ESG. First, involved with environmental. So refer these pillars. The first pillars refer to a company's impact on the environment, including its carbon footprint, the release of CO2, energy usage, and also waste management practice. So under environmental pillars, including the CO2 emission mechanism, energy usage, and also the waste management in that company. Okay, so in detail, for example, the strategies, maybe energy usage and also efficiency, climate change strategy, waste reduction, biodiversity loss, greenhouse gas emission, and also carbon footprint reduction. So carbon footprint refer to CO2 emission. Okay. The second pillars involved with social, refer to a company's impact on society, including its treatment of employees, customer, and also communities. Involved with including the fair pay and also fair living wages, equal employment opportunity, employee benefit, workplace health and also safety, community engagement, responsibility, supply chain partnership, adhering to labor laws. So these are under the second pillars. The third pillars is about the governance. refer to a company's internal management also decision-making processes, including its board structures, executive compensation, and also transparency. For example, the corporate governance, risk management, compliance, ethical business practices, avoiding conflict of interest, accounting, integrity, and also transparency. So these are 3 pillars of ESG. Okay, so banyak yang you study daripada minggu lepas sebenarnya banyak pada mekanisme atau konsep lah, konsep kepada how to save the environment, okay, the method need to be used or implement to save the environment and so on. Okay. Okay, banyak sangat. So kita berhenti setakat ni. Cuma ya. So minggu ni kena habiskan juga chapter ni. So minggu depan kena start chapter 2. Okay. Kalau saya sempat, okay. Kalau saya dah ada chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 kalau kita tengok kat sini. Yang ni adalah chapter 2. Chapter 2 Saya tunjuk dulu. Yang ni. Kalau saya tak sempat, saya akan bagi nota ni saja. Solid nota ni. Kalau saya sempat, saya akan bagi you punya nota yang dah di compress, yang dah dia ada animation tak ada. Cuma saya dah compress mungkin for this slide ada 91, mungkin saya reduce to 45 slides and so on with certain what I call animation and so on lah. Okay. Kalau sempat, sebab nak buat slide macam ni ambil masa lah, banyak masa. Boleh? Boleh tak? So kalau saya tak sempat, saya letak lecture note yang asal. Kalau saya sempat edit, saya akan bagi yang lebih cantik lah. Okay, so hari ni setakat ni saja. So untuk hari Jumaat, cuba study sikit sebab at the end of the class you ada quizzy bukan quizzy yang macam Kahoot. So siapa yang top 3 mungkin tengoklah, mungkin saya bagi RM10, saya transfer online RM10 seorang. Top 3, top 5 mungkin dapat badges. Okay, soalan macam objektif saja. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay. So untuk hari ni, untuk my attendance, you ada video activity sikit. Biasa saja, cuma saya nak you hantar, sekejap saya buka sekejap. Saya hantar link dekat chat. Mana WhatsApp saya tadi? Hilang. Saya copy. Okay. Yang ni untuk attendance dan juga badges Attendance dan juga badges. Saya hantar kat sini. Kalau saya klik je. Boleh klik ke? Saya boleh klik tak? Boleh klik. Oh, saya tak boleh klik. Ya, saya tunjuk saja. So you klik, nanti dah ada arahan kat sini instruction. Nampak tak? Kamu nampak tak?
Nampak, Doktor.
Boleh,
Okay.
Doktor.
Okay, instruction within 1 minute or less provide a video to explain your understanding about today's topics. So you buat satu video ringkas, you ambil telefon ke apa, you rakam video kamu, muka kamu ada muka bukan letak depan tu gambar lain You cakap sikit dalam maksimum 1 minit je ataupun kurang, tak kisah. Okay. Kemudian saya tulis baca kat sini sikit. Submit your video through the Padlet link provided. Lepas the link will appear after you submit your name and also message number. Submit the individual video under your own group in the Padlet. Only those who submit the video will consider attend the class. Student that provide best video content will obtain 1 badge. So kalau video kamu menarik, bukan menarik, maksudnya in term of content saya explain, betul lah you dengar apa yang saya cakap, you faham, nanti saya akan bagi badge lah. Okay, you type nometic contoh. Submit. You dapat link. Okay, you pergi dekat group kamu masing-masing. You tekan contoh Black Panther. Add setiap orang buat. You pergi kat kamera ni, kalau tak silap lah. You kat kamera nanti you rakam. You rakam video, bukan pictures video. Dalam kurang 12 minit, you submit. Okay. Kalau tak boleh, tak pasti. You klik dekat komen pun saya rasa boleh. Ada video recorder kat sini. Nanti you check lah, you cuba. Tapi better yang post lah. Yang post. Jangan yang komen dekat gambar Black Panther ni. So, you submit under specific group lah untuk kamu. Boleh? Saya akan kira attendance juga pages. So, saya bagi masa sampai 9.40 saja. Lepas tu saya tak kira. 9.40. Boleh? Boleh tak?
Boleh doktor.
Okay, that's all for today. Link semua dah ada. Ataupun saya biarkan dulu 5 minit macam ni. In case ada yang tak dapat link. Okay, saya bagi masa you hantar sampai 9.40. 9.25 saya tutup screen ya. Tapi link tu you boleh submit. Untuk yang hadir dalam kelas ini saja.
Doktor tak send link tu lagi kat kita orang. Dia check.
Tak faham apa? Oh, sorry. Oh, tak submit
Itu tak.
Okay. Dapat?
Dapat.
Okay.
Dapat.
Terima kasih ya. Saya lupa. Dah tua dah. Yang video kelas lepas part number 1 saya dah letak link dekat blog. Mungkin kalau you nak dengar semula lah. Cuma suara saya tak pasti lah. Okey ke tidak. Dia slow sikit. So, jangan lupa Jumaat you bacalah sikit ataupun you tengok sikit slide tu. Nanti saya gunakan untuk you prepare untuk jawab quizzes. Dalam bentuk objektif. Okay, 10 soalan tu. Dan tricky question.
Doktor.
Ha.
Explain dalam Melayu boleh ke? Ke English je?
Boleh. Melayu pun boleh.
Okay.
Nihongo pun boleh. Nihongo jangan lah. English ataupun Malay boleh. Alah, you cakap bahasa Inggeris pun tak apa. Tak kisah, saya tak check broken you punya English grammar, tak kisah. Saya tengok you punya content, tak apa. You practice pun tak apa bahasa Inggeris. Sama je. Tak salah you nak cakap dalam bahasa perasaan pun tak apa. No problem. Better dalam video tu introduce sikit lah. Introduce nama. Takut saya tak tahu kamu punya video ni siapa punya. Macam tu. Nama matrik ke. Ataupun you tulis dekat bila you submit tu you tulis macam you register group pun boleh. Nama dengan nombor matrik. Okay, dah saya tutup saya tutup meeting kita ni. Okay, boleh? So, boleh saya keluar. Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, terima kasih atas tumpang yang diberikan. Assalamualaikum. Kita jumpa hari Jumaat insya-Allah pagi.
Terima kasih doktor.
Sama.
Terima kasih doktor.
Sama.